Mouhamed Dioubate's arrival to the Kentucky Wildcats is a masterstroke in the college transfer market and a clear demonstration that the program remains an undisputed force in the high school basketball scene. With the signing of the deal, the Wildcats not only secure a multi-faceted talent for their roster, but also reinforce their position as a top destination for players ready to shine at the highest level. Under the leadership of Mark Pope, who has proven to be a shrewd tactician since taking the reins, Kentucky appears to be building a team capable of making an immediate and sustained impact in the coming seasons. Diabate, a power forward, arrives at Kentucky with an impressive resume, despite having played limited minutes during his time at Alabama. During the previous season, he proved to be a reliable and versatile player capable of playing multiple roles on the court. His averages of 7.2 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 1.1 assists per game reveal an athlete who not only contributes in the essential fundamentals, but also brings the energy and physical presence needed to turn tight games into convincing victories. His 61.7% field goal shooting and 46.2% three-point attempts demonstrate remarkable efficiency, something that promises to add a new dimension to the Wildcats' attack. Diabate's performance in crucial moments is also noteworthy. In decisive games against tough opponents, such as Houston and Santa Maria, he raised his level of performance, recording memorable performances. In a victory over Houston, for example, he completely dominated the paint with 16 rebounds and 3 blocks, in addition to contributing 10 points. In the match against Robert Morris during the round of 64 of the tournament, he was practically unstoppable, scoring 18 points with surgical precision, 8 out of 10 on shots. These performances prove that Diabate doesn't feel pressure on the big stage, a valuable trait for a program like Kentucky, accustomed to competing for titles and facing the best teams in the country. Diabate's ability to play multiple positions will be crucial to Mark Pope's system. With his ability to switch between the power forward and center roles, he offers tactical flexibility that few players possess. This versatility is especially important considering Kentucky's recent lack of depth on the wing. Diabate's addition to the roster should fill that void in a big way, allowing Pope to explore strategic variations and keep opponents on the back foot. Diabate's addition also reflects Kentucky's ability to attract established talent ready to contribute immediately. This is evident when looking at the team's other signings this summer: Cam Williams from Tulane and Jalen Lowe from Pitt. These players, like Diabate, come to the program with prior experience and a sense of competitive urgency that could propel the Wildcats to the top of the SEC and potentially national tournament success. Another intriguing aspect of this move is the fact that Diabate has already faced Kentucky during his time at Alabama. In an SEC tournament game, he racked up 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks against the Wildcats, leaving a lasting impression. Now, as he switches sides, he will have the opportunity to use that inside knowledge to further strengthen the blue and white group. His familiarity with the conference's style of play and understanding of regional dynamics will certainly be an added advantage. Kentucky's selection of Diabate also symbolizes the program's continued legacy as a magnet for elite talent. Despite originally being a 4-star recruit in the 2023 class, he has quickly established himself as an above-average player, exceeding expectations and proving that he belongs on one of college basketball's brightest stages. By choosing Kentucky, Diabate signals his ambition to reach new heights and help the team regain the prestige that has always accompanied it. We're going to go big this season with Pope and all these guys coming in. Kentucky is once again in the spotlight when it comes to future projections. With plus 1,800 odds to win the 2026 national championship, the Wildcats are among the top 10 favorites in the betting market, a clear sign that the rebuild led by Mark Pope is being perceived as promising and full of potential. As the program restructures with strategic pieces brought in from both the transfer portal and the recruiting pool of new talent, the optimism surrounding the team is palpable. The arrival of experienced veterans such as Mouhamed Dioubate, Cam Williams, and Jalen Lowe, all from the transfer portal, brings the depth and maturity needed to compete at a high level in the always competitive SEC. This conference, known for its quality and intensity, put an impressive 14 teams in the NCAA tournament this season, a feat that reflects the difficulty of standing out in this scenario. Still, the Wildcats managed to finish third under Mark Pope in his first season, a solid performance that served as proof of concept for the plan he is implementing. While the Sweet 16 exit at the hands of the Tennessee Volunteers left a bitter taste, it is impossible to ignore the impact that Jackson Robinson's injury had on the outcome of the season. His absence was felt at crucial moments, but the fact that Kentucky still made it this far demonstrates the resilience and solidity of the group Pope has built. Now, with a new and strengthened roster, expectations are even higher for next season. In addition to the additions coming through the transfer portal, the recruitment of talented freshmen like Jasper Johnson and Malachi Moreno adds an additional layer of excitement to the project. Both four-star prospects, they represent the future of the program and have the potential to become key pieces within Mark Pope's system. The combination of experienced veterans and rising youngsters creates a rare and valuable balance, allowing the Wildcats to play with both intelligence and energy. FanDuel's odds put Kentucky tied for the seventh-best chance to win the national title in 2026, alongside strong names like the Yukon Huskies, Arkansas Razorbacks, and Alabama Crimson Tide. Interestingly, 5 of the top 16 teams in the projections come from the SEC, highlighting the extraordinary strength of the conference. Duke, with its hot recruits like the Boozer Twins and Shelton Henderson, leads the betting odds, followed by Houston. Louisville, the Wildcats' local rival, is tied for third, setting up an exciting scenario for the Regional Classic that promises to be one of the most anticipated games of the upcoming season. For Mark Pope, the challenge will be to transform this diverse roster into a cohesive machine capable of overcoming elite opponents. The ability to manage egos, integrate different styles of play, and get the most out of each player will be crucial. However, the early signs are positive. The way Pope has led the program since his arrival demonstrates a clear vision and a commitment to excellence, characteristics that are already beginning to yield concrete results. Looking ahead, the 2025-26 season could mark a turning point for the Wildcats. With a roster packed with talent and experience, as well as a coach who is proving his worth at every turn, Kentucky has all the tools necessary to return to the top of college basketball. The journey to get there will certainly be full of challenges, especially in a conference as competitive as the SEC, but the ingredients for success are there. The next few months will be decisive in further consolidating the project. The development of the freshmen, the adaptation of the reinforcements, and the continuity of Pope's tactical work will be closely monitored by fans and experts. If all goes according to plan, the Wildcats will not only be among the favorites to win the national title in 2026, but they could also regain the prestige that has always accompanied them throughout their glorious history. It remains to be seen whether the bets made by the bookmakers will be confirmed on the court, but one thing is certain. Kentucky is ready to fight for the top again. And will we win or not? Comment below.